Hello, 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 hello. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all. Merry Christmas to my good friends and also those who think that I am their enemy. I want to say Merry Christmas to you. Thank God for life. Thank God that we are among the living. It is not an easy thing. We're not better than those who could not see this day. But as a Christian and believer of Jesus Christ, you just got to give him the glory. We're not better than people who today can even breathe, who got tubes all over their body, who are being incarcerated, who right now in a problem or coming from work got a breakdown like me yesterday on my job. But you see how God could have it. The customer had to, we found a way to get out of that area. But thank God that it's cool, it's good. We just gotta give God the glory. I can't believe that with the year has come to the end. And we are still alive. Not yet. We still got a few days to go. And the only thing is that we should help. I want you to ask yourself this question. It's not all about us all the time. Have you looked onto your Facebook page and choose someone that I will help them this time around? But anyway, it's not matter. Some people are very good. There's a lady in Liberia right now who called me the other day and yesterday, and she went to shopping. She said, "Oh, I'm having party for the kids." Because when she was going, she asked me, she said, "Oh, I'll be having party for the kids." So I made a contribution to her. And to my surprise, she called me today and said, "Oh, I'm preparing for the kids tomorrow for Christmas," which is in Liberia. They are all, today is Christmas right now in Liberia. It's Christmas in America, but right now in Liberia, I think it's like 5 o'clock if I'm not mistaken. But I want to say Merry Christmas to all. Let us pray for long life. Well, it's not because we in America, so you think we are all different or we special. We are not special people. We just like you. It's just by the grace of God that we were able to get there, and you yourself, I know you will try because Liberia is not a place for anyone to make future right now. We'll try because unless you work in government and the government is not helping. You know, some people say that, what are you doing? What you guys doing? You need to help. No, government got to regulate. The government got to put things in place. Law and order. That's all. Just law and order. Once there's law and order, people will feel free to go in and create jobs and whatsoever. But with the situation on ground right now, they got a lot of people who want to go home, but some of them are sick. There's no hospital there. And the only place they trust right now is in America because there are certain sicknesses that people have in Liberia. Yes, you can die from anything, anywhere where you get the best doctors, you still die. But just imagine a woman dying in childbirth. It's not an easy thing in America. Yes. It's hard for you to hear a woman die into childbirth, but it happened in Liberia today. So I want to say Merry Christmas again. I'm happy, but I'm observing the Christmas, but this Christmas is just a different thing this year for me. I have not put in too much into this Christmas. If you get this, share this video. We just need to talk. We need to talk. I don't know how other people think, but people say that Liberians were all over the place today, shopping, doing things all over the place because they had, some of them had to lay 1 month or 2 months pay. That is what Liberians do. Whether the money is there or not, they are trying. But how many of us that think about it? We send money to our family, we send money to people. We're only concerned about ourselves. How many of us? This year I decided not to send money to no family people. For this Christmas, I decided not to do it, and I never did it. They will get the new year, but I just want to see how it will look like. Because I just imagine people who in Liberia who don't have it, who don't have no relatives, how they manage. How they managing. But just by the grace of God, Everybody will not be, we can't satisfy everyone. We agree. But the system need to work for everyone. It ain't need to work for I alone. It need to work for everyone. Yeah. Liberians, if we're in a position where everything is fine for us, we're comfortable, we care, we okay, we all right. I am a witness to a lot of things in Liberia, but just as some of us don't show up. I was on Bug Challenge. I know how Liberians behave on Bug Challenge. I know how Liberians in a comfortable place and refuse to help other people. We got few good Liberians, few patriotic Liberians, few nice, everything is few. One thing is that collectively Liberians are very okay, doing good, living in a nice house, got 2-3 cars, who love to show off. They go to a funeral, they wear the best of clothes, and they won't even do nothing. They go to a birthday party, they come in on a holiday, they rent a nice car and try to show, we show off more than what we got. It's so bad. So that is our thing. I always say we got 3 group of people, 3. We got people who make things happen, people who wish for things to happen, and people who look and see if it will happen. We're not together. Collectively, we are bad people. We are terrible. But individual, we are nice people. You never contribute to people. You never come as a group. I ask myself, you get about 20 guys will go out or they have a party to drink, enjoy themselves. But 20 men cannot open a company. Come together to open a company in Liberia, we can. We can do it, we'll fight. But we can sit and drink and cause noise and insult each other. But when will we come together as partners to do things? I remember when I was doing the pictures and video, and people ask me all the time, most of the guys are doing the pictures right now, they ask me, oh, how you did this? And I will explain. And people tell me, say, Mooney, don't do that. I'm a kind of person, I love competition. I'm not worried. One thing I know myself, you cannot take what's belong to me, no matter what. You think you're taking it, but you can't take what God got for me. I will receive it and I will get it. It don't have to be today. It don't have to be tomorrow. It will be a day that I will get it. But once you have that free mind and you don't let nothing worry you, you and your friend can be in the same school and you are the most smartest student, the A student, and today you see that friend driving a Mercedes-Benz and you see that friend doing things and you all mad and think you're supposed to be there. No, that's not how it works. Or sometimes you take your friend on a job and your friend just start excelling. No, it's not how it works. You just have that good spirit, that nice spirit. Forget about the envious spirit, because we envy each other for no reason. And the thing is that we envy people who don't help. If I'm helping you, then I got a right to speak about you. But if I'm not helping you, the bills that come to my house, they don't go to your house. Your bill don't come to my house. My eating pay is not in your house. So we need not to worry about how other people eat. You know what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong. If I'm in a public life, you can say whatever you want to say about me, because I'm there to serve. But not to go into people who are not serving and you try to insult, you try to say things about them. We try to spread lies. We try to wish that people will not succeed in life. But that is not how it goes. So every day I sit and sometimes I look at the post on Facebook. Now I don't want to even, I try not to reply or to make comment on some pages or posts because they make no sense. One of the posts that I've been seeing, it make no sense. Are Liberians there's a lady who posted something that, Barack Obama tried to give, Barack Obama could not even sign the immigration bill, but Donald Trump did. But look at this, is pure ignorance at its best, not at the highest, but the best. You got a Democratic House, you got a Republican Senate, just 3 points different. The Democrat House passed the bill, they crafted it, they passed it, they took it to the Senate. The Democrat passed a lot of bills, is sitting on their decks. Finally, the pressure and whatsoever, the House, the Senate passed it. They sent it to Donald Trump. But listen, this was the same Barack Obama who, when the House, because they had a Republican House and other people, refused to come up with something, Barack Obama unilaterally passed an executive order to increase, to extend DD about the dreamers and whatsoever. And it almost cost him his presidency because, oh, it's illegal, they took him to court. When Donald Trump took over, it was one of the first laws and executive order he scrapped. Then I see people, and what I want to say, not everything on political side, but the people that are doing this are the same people who supporting the nonsense in Liberia today. They are the same people. I see people posting, oh, George, we are wrote Donald Trump. That is why they passed the law. Liberians think that this law belongs to them alone. I don't understand how we think. Sometimes the whole world just laugh at us. Seriously. Yes, President Ria wrote at the time when they were talking, but nobody know why. And I say it every day. And if you go back and listen to some of my posts, there is no way America will deport Liberians out of this country unless you are a criminal. You cause a problem that they don't need you here. And trust me, we can't speak for no criminal. You're an abuser. You molest people. You get yourself involved in any kind of illegal activity. It's up to you. Yes, then they will deport you. But America would not just look around and start deporting Liberians. No way. So he got no choice to sign it. And election time coming too. But Liberians should be careful. We should be careful. And two, thank God that they're going to pass, they have passed it already. But it's up to 2014. If you're a year from 2014 down, okay, if you came to America after 2014, you're on your own. You start getting married now. I'm saying it because I got a relatives in that same situation. So if you came here 2015, 2016, you're not part of it. So that's how it works. Not everybody going to enjoy certain privileges, but you get married and do something else. But thank God that most of them have it. And I know most of my Sidician brother who are so happy. Who are so happy. And I was just joking one just yesterday when he started to criticize George Weah right in front of me. So I look at him, I start laughing. He said, but what are you laughing for? When wise man changes. I said, oh. I said, anyway, you write the immigration bill, I pass. Because he got his paper now. So all the people you see were talking, how you can be in America, you're legal. Some people got citizenship, some people got resident, and whatsoever. You think they're afraid to talk? No. Only those who don't have the paper praise him because they're afraid I'm going to deport them tomorrow. So let us just be careful. Let us always, we love the negative side of everything. We always give the wrong news. It's not helping us. The real thing we're supposed to speak for, we don't. Liberians, we are just different people. We got 3 groups of people in the world. And I bet you, we got Liberians, we got the white man, the black man. We are different from every one of them. Our thinking, we are not smart in making a decision. We speak from just what comes from in the face, the mouth. That's it. We don't think before we talk. They say, oh, I saw this man with handcuff on his hand. Right there, we say the man is a killer. He's a criminal. You don't know what they arrested him for. In life, when you see a man running, walking fast, he well dressed, don't think he's going for interview or he rushing to work. Sometimes a man get running stomach, you don't know. Maybe he running to, so don't conclude. Let it just pass by. Don't say he rushing to work or he got a serious interview. Maybe his stomach running. That is why he rushing. But we want to know. We want to know what you eat, how you dressing. I see people, and everybody got their thing. Some people have their fantasy, that their passion. Some people love to dress. Some people love to ride new cars. It's up to them. That's what people say. The poor man can buy a car, because buying a car is not the thing. And if you see your friend driving a Mercedes Benz, thank you. Let you drive a Benz. Your time, you know, that's your Prince Nico's song about what it is, simplicity. Yeah. So let us just be careful. Let us pray to God. The year is coming to an end. You can make the difference. Reach out to someone who you think that you have never spoken to in a long time. Send message to someone. Listen, I tell people, never cut off speech from people anymore. You can avoid them. When you avoid a person, you can see them walking in the street. You can still tell them hello. But the only thing, you don't have that connection anymore where you're going to know my story, I know your story. But when you say, I don't want to speak to the person, when you see them coming, you confuse. You try to take the other way. You try to go this way. Then you put yourself in the problem. Avoid the person. And always try to get your friendship out of an argument. If you guys are arguing and that's your friend, forget it. But you know, some people take things very personal. They got all their thin skin. But the year is coming to an end. Let us just be very careful with what we do and what we say to each other. We are not better than the other people. Right now, today, some people don't have it to eat. Some people don't have it. And I'll be honest with you guys. I just took this Christmas to be a different than all the Christmas in my adult life. I have sent gifts for people back home and divided it. But it's painful. You know, sometimes I wonder people who got and don't want to share. Yeah. People who have enough, but they are afraid to share. That's why they say the rich man don't sleep. Because he think he will die tonight for the money. You understand? But that is not how it's going to be. How are you, JB? Merry Christmas to all again. I wish you guys a Merry Christmas. And we started this thing last year and we on to it. We might not be the greatest, might not be the most popular person so far, but we're doing what we're supposed to do. No matter what. I got relatives in Liberia. You know, sometimes people make comments like the thing some of us came to America in 1930. And we all in America. They don't know that the Liberians in America play a greater role when it comes to Liberia. They think that we are different. You know, to show Liberians are jealous people, we are jealous for no reason. When I say Liberians, I add myself in there too. But the thing is that in Liberia, they too trying to come to the States, but because they're not there, they try to put everything on you as if, oh, yes, because you're in America, you don't know what's going on. We know what's going on. In fact, we got the news before people in Liberia. We see what is going on in Liberia. Even people, when I call my mom or sometimes my sister and tell them about certain things, they don't. The same way the government doing things in Liberia, and the people in Liberia don't know because what the government does, they put it on Facebook and they show it to us and make it look like everything is fine. But the people in Liberia don't know. That is why I get pissed off with some of the Liberians here who don't understand Liberia. They don't understand. They think Liberia is still the Totman or Toba or Doe time. Some of them left from there in 1979 before they killed Toba. Some of them left from there before they killed Doe. You know what I'm saying? Some of them never experienced the war like us, who were there for 14 years in our war. We left Liberia after the child stealer election and whatsoever, 99. And we stay in contact. But Liberians who have never traveled to that country, they are the one that causing, they're talking about us causing problem. Look what's going on. Look at this other letter here that came from Representative Smith. This man have been playing a big role in the Liberian community. This man was the same guy who wrote a Basanjo about child stealer. And this man not in Liberia. What he said was not an opinion. This is a report that was sent to them from the embassy and whatsoever. The report from Liberia, I don't know that. He's not giving an opinion. He got information that is right. And he's saying that we're watching you. But I see people on Facebook like Eugene Facon, the worst minister judge you have ever appointed. But he took the post down, but everybody got the post. Everybody screenshot the post and got it on the phone. You see how stupid? Other 535, and that his opinion. It is not his opinion. He was speaking from information given to him. And they are saying that they are watching you guys. You're on the radar. And Eugene Falcon, you got to be careful. You on the radar too. You are on the radar. So don't think that you're out. Don't fool yourself. You come to the country all the time. You won't be careful. They will arrest you at the airport. You got to be careful. Because if you allow the Liberian people to put their mouths on you and start giving some info, because you're one of those who want to kill in Liberia. That is why I will not take that post down from my page. George, we have instructed his boys to kill Henry Costa and to kill Liberians. But thank God, people are watching you. People are watching you. You're supposed to be smart enough. Now, where are the seditions? You people are so ashamed and embarrassed. But we told you a long time that what you did was wrong. Yes. The man who got the town, the man said, the town here, I can't build my house in the town because they get spirit in the town. This I grew up in a place here. Oh la la, man. Now you put your house there now. When we told you, say Joshua was broke. When we told you that Joshua never had nothing, you said I was lie. But who you heard it from? Molu. Oh, he was drunk. You do know when someone is drunk, that's when they express themselves. And I'm talking, look like somebody who was drunk. No, he was not. He expressed himself the way it's supposed to be. How we lie for George, we have about $83 million. We lie all over the place. He was broke already. We used to go and attack people because of George, because we can't do it anymore. He got his new friends. They won't get rid of the vice president. Then CD said, you're ashamed. That alone supposed to understand that you're in your surrounding. The people that are criticizing George, that's so seditious. They are all seditious. The people that are criticizing George, Yeah. They are only so seditious criticizing George You don't know him. George will hold it against Molu for the rest of his life. Let me tell you, you don't understand it. George will hold it. Do you know why George don't want to speak to Pucci? I will not hide it from nobody. Because there's a guy or skinny guy in Rhode Island who looked like an AIDS patient, Jacqueline, who put this phone on and called George and while Pucci and other people were saying that because George never went to Patrick Chia funeral, so they will not put him, they will not recognize him at the funeral. George heard it. Not Pucci was not the only person talking, but George heard it. He got it against Pucci. Maybe Pucci don't know. That is why George don't want to see you Jacqueline too. Because he know that you gossip too. You know, all of you who gossip around George, he push on your side. You know what I'm saying? You don't know him. You don't understand him. You guys look at him on the surface. Now you see his inner circle. He's the guy who are close. Every one of them who are part of him. Then they say he's drunk. No. No. George, you're having party tomorrow for the children. He never did it before. He can't do it today. He never did it before. You not see George helping the crippled people, the blind people, the handicapped. He will never go there. That's why one of the handicapped boys said that George dealing. Because Joshua don't come around there. They have made so many appointments. Joshua refused to see them. When the last time you see our president go to handicaps? We were caught off the wrong thing. Joshua got good, but the good here is not even 40%. Joshua good is not, it is around 30%. His work, his rating is about 30%. You sitting there, your minister saying that Joshua was not elected to pay people on time. And nobody said nothing about that. You tell us. Sedition. Oh, you're happy because they almost killed Costa. They went there to kill him. We're saying it. You're talking about it? No. The seditions in America, you ever talk about raping and other things, law and order in our country? No. All you know is for Joshua to succeed. He's succeeding. He's succeeding individually. But he succeeded as a leader? No. It's all about him. It's all about him. Your inner circle. Saying all these things. That was the same problem when the minister, when the superintendent of Bon County, when she was expressing her frustration among sedition, somebody recorded her. They were trying to take it to Joshua, but maybe they took it to the VP and they went and put it on YouTube. What Joshua did, he suspended the superintendent. That was nonsense because this woman never went anywhere to explain. It's the same thing with Molu, but Molu, to understand who sent that recording out, Molu was the same person on that woman back. Oh yes, the woman gossip about the president. The woman never gossip about the president, but you, Molu, now. So I don't care. I will not feel sorry for Molu. I will not feel sorry for none of them, because they put us into this mess today that we in. George, we are getting rice again. After he calls them, they're getting rice to go devour. He getting rest. You see how stupid our president is. The president of the Republic of Liberia, I know how many thousand bags of rice, and give it to his party. This man is president of Liberia, for God's sake. Even if you want to do that, do you think you have to go and publish it? To publish it, you don't do it. And to show how Molu, he's so stupid, Molu said, from the stand-up bearer, Joshua is not a stand-up bearer, he's the president now. If you say our political leader, he's our leader, I will agree with you, but Joshua is not stand-up bearer. He passed a long time. Joshua giving food to CDC, you forced to announce it? You're not supposed to. He's president of Liberia. That rest could have gone to Group of 77. That is what other presidents do. By this time, they go from place to place and deliver. Maybe you're here 8 to 9, and he will be forced in the morning already to go to different places. Then you say the president good? Because he helped few people? The president just look at people and look at the one they're talking about ice cream.